Hi everybody, thank you for watching this video. So let's start. This video is all about session number 3 of the academic writing course, and I am your course lecturer once again, Feridun T.S. Hussein Saddam. Welcome. So let's talk about this. This video, guys, is going to focus on chapter 2, part A of chapter 2, okay? And chapter 2 is all about reading, and you'll learn about finding suitable sources. Many questions that people ask is like, why are these kind of chapters important? So let's talk about it. Why is reading, the chapter number 2, reading and finding suitable sources important for people? So to know that, guys, we have to read this little text here. Some students, especially international ones, underestimate, okay? They don't really consider it that important. So they don't really know how important effective reading is. They underestimate how important effective reading actually is. But on any course you study, whether it is psychology course, whether it's a computer science course, or any other one, you must be able to locate relevant sources for your academic work. Okay? Now, in this chapter, we will talk about these three things. First, we will examine the most appropriate text types for academic work. Second, we will explore ways of locating relevant material in the library. And the last one, we will explain the use of electronic resources. Now, the sections, however, of today's video is thus divided, let's say, or are divided into two different sections. Number one is academic texts. We will talk about this, and of course you have to do some exercise. And the other one is types of text, which is more of a just getting the idea type of thing. Section number one, guys, academic texts. Let's start with the exercise. In the next slides, guys, you will read 4 different texts. And all you need to do is analyze those texts, those 4 texts that we just mentioned, and you will choose whether they are suitable, okay, don't forget it, suitable or appropriate for academic use or not. Meaning that can you use those kind of texts for your academic projects or for your academic research, okay? So all you need to do is analyze and just say yes or no, yes or no. In the video, I will only give you guys 5 seconds on each of the slides, but in real life, you can pause the video and actually take as much time as you need. So, text 1, go on, guys. You have 5 seconds, and you can also pause if you want. And the time is up, guys, so now let's check. Is it suitable for academic use? And the answer is yes, it is very suitable for academic use. As we can see, it has lots of good citations and everything, so everything is very, very good, and it doesn't really have any problems that can hinder your, how do you say, that can hinder you from using it or stop you from using it in your academic projects or whatever. Okay, let's go to text number 2. Once again, 5 seconds. Okay, guys, time is up. So let's see if this text is actually suitable or not. And the answer is no, it is not. As you can see, guys, this one does not really have good citations, and there might be some other problems as well when you analyze it deeply. Let's go to text number 3. Once again, you have 5 seconds. And it's done, guys. So to answer the question whether this text or text number 3 is suitable or not, and yes, this one actually is suitable. Okay, and the last one, text number 4, 5 seconds. And the time is up, guys. Let's see if this one is suitable or not, and your answer is correct or not. Yes, text number 4 is also suitable for academic use. So, continuing, guys, the main features of academic texts include these things. So, whenever you're trying to find academic text, and you just have a text but you're not really sure whether it is academic or not, you can, in a way, analyze and try to find these 4 features. If a text has these 4 features correctly and effectively, there's a big chance that they are academic. So, number 1, that text should have formal vocabulary. You know, the vocabulary used inside the text must not be very informal or casual, but they must be very what? Formal. If the vocabulary is formal, there is a chance that the text you're reading is actually academic. Feature 2, use of references. If there are some references that you can see, meaning that we have citations in here, see? Like here or like here, sorry, yeah. When you have citations and when you have references, you know that the text is academic. Feature 3, impersonal style. So impersonal, as you all know, is the opposite of personal. Personal styles are those styles that are using a lot of, for example, I and we, and even like you, even in a way. But impersonal styles are those ones that do not really depend on personal experiences or even personal language, such as I and we. It can talk about in like from a third person perspective, you know? So as we can see, everything is more like very impersonal, and it doesn't really have any, how they say, personal experience vibe to it, you know? So when the style is very impersonal, we can also, in a way, think that the text might be academic. And the last one is also very important. It's about the sentences. Now, the sentences must be, various, so it must have different varieties of structures, of course, and most of those sentences can be long and complex. When you have long and complex sentences, there's a big chance that the text you're reading is actually academic in its essence and in its core. Okay? So, and just as a side note, guys, when I say complex sentences, I'm not talking about the complex structure. I'm just talking about sentences that require a lot of moving parts. It can be compound sentences, it can become complex sentences, and it can also be the compound complex sentence. All of them are okay. Okay? Continuing, guys. Section 2, types of text. So let's talk about types of text. Again, guys, I think you have an exercise. As you can see, we have one, two, three, six different types of text, and all you need to do is list the advantages and disadvantages for each of them. Okay, so in the video, I will only give you guys 5 seconds, but you can pause the video and do your own research even if you want, and think about it and then come back and continue. So the first one is textbook, other one is website, next we have journal article, then you have official report, for example taken from governments or international organizations. Number 5 is newspaper or magazine article, and the last one is an ebook, which is an electronic book. So 5 seconds. And it's done, guys. So now let's see if you have listed the correct advantages and disadvantages or not. Okay, so let's start and talk about it. The first one is a textbook. Now, an advantage for textbook for international students, especially as you are also an academic writing, how do you say, course student, so you are planning on those things. A textbook has this advantage for you. It is written for students. Okay? It is designed with students in mind, meaning that it is made for them and it will certainly help them as well. However, the disadvantage for textbook is that they may be sometimes too general. Textbooks may be too general most of the time, meaning that it's not very specific and the information is not as specialized as you need it to. The other one is website, guys. So the websites, the good thing about websites is that they're mostly, up to date. They're usually up to date. The information there is all very modern and they're from recent researches or these things. However, the problem with them is that they might be unreliable or unedited. There's a chance for, there's a chance that the website that you're reading is not very reliable or it's not edited at least. So, because, everybody can now create websites. And if you can find good, reliable websites, of course, it is a really good thing, but, not every website is reliable for you. Another text type we have is journal article. What is the advantage of journal articles? Well, they often focus on a special area, meaning that if you just want information regarding only one aspect of like a topic, a journal article can certainly help you. However, the disadvantage is that they may be too specialized or even too complex sometimes. Now, if you remembered in the textbook, we said that they're too general. Now, journal article may be too specialized. It is too specific and it's very, very, the focus is very narrow. Okay, so if you need a little more information, you then have to leave the journal article and just go research more. Okay, and the other one is like complex. Of course, the language inside journal article might be more complex than a textbook and a website for many reasons. One, of course, because the journal article is mostly, the target audience, let's say, for the journal article is other professors, other researchers, people who are already in the field. And for them, complexity is key because you have to give out very detailed information about one specialized area. So professors themselves will understand better, other researchers will understand better, but you as an average reader might not actually understand better if you don't have enough information. So, but it's this one is more, related to the person rather than the whole category. Okay. Another text type we have is like the official report from government or other international institutions as well. The advantage for this is that it contains a lot of detail. When you have an official report, they do give out very, very, how do you say, detailed answers. So this is good. The problem, however, is that it again has a narrow focus. It is too specialized in a way. Another part is newspaper or magazine articles. So what is a good thing about them? They're easy to read and they're up to date. And most of the time, they're also very interesting. So magazine articles and newspapers are really good. The problem is that in a way, they may not be as objective as needed. So they may be subjective. They might give some information, how they say, influenced by emotion. Okay, and that is not good for academic use. And the last one, or the other part is also that they may not give out sources for their information. And the last one is ebooks. So ebooks are easily accessible. This is the good thing about it. Everybody can, all you need is just one laptop or one phone or a smartphone, and of course you can get access to it. It is very easily accessible. The problem is that you must read it on screen, and some people, not me, of course, excluding me, I really like ebooks, but some people in the majority, of course, they don't really like reading on the screen. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of these text types. So our video is done for today. If you do need to ask more information, the comment section is open, and of course you can find me on these kind of how do you say, social media pages and email addresses as well. So thank you guys. See you in the next one.